Hello, Leo. This is your reading. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo. Okay, so I'm going to cleanse the energy really quick. Okay. Let's see, Leo. I just feel like ready to go. Like someone is just like ready. There is a click, something is about to fall into place. If you feel like something has just been out of place, like something is just, it's just not right. You know, like some days you do your hair and it's just not falling right. No matter what, there's no logical reason. There's nothing you can do. You can add to it, change it, the usual stuff. It's just not doing it, you know? But that's about to change. There's something here. You had yang energy here. Something is about to happen here for you. It's like somebody is ready. You're going to get to a point where it's just like you wake up one day and you're like, whoa, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready now. I'm good now. Like, this is the time, you know, for something to happen. It's just like, let's see for Leo. Okay. I knew this card was coming out. I knew it. When I looked at the yang, I thought it was this. Soulmates. The penguin soulmates. And you kept getting the key in the Lenormand, and this penguin here is holding in his little penguin flipper a key to the other penguin's heart. You have unfinished symphony here also, and soulmates. Yang and milk and honey. Okay, this yang is meant to be seen with milk and honey. Some sort of action that is going to lead. Okay, now all of these. Some sort of action that is going to lead to something really wonderful. You know, I shuffled the deck, but there was this card of not for you that kept coming out. There may be someone that is not for you, and you're seeing that now, that a person is not for you. You're seeing some form of something not working out. This was spirit protecting you. And there was a way that was like, yeah, you knew that and you were telling yourself that. Maybe some of you were still holding out for something, you know, but there comes a point, and I feel like you're reaching that point of like, this is just, this was not for me, you know, and what I really wanted isn't there. That was something that I just kind of created in my own mind, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing to do. When you create something within your own mind, everything in this world is something that we once created within our mind, you know, but you thought that that was what that person already was, and that person was not that, is never going to be that. They're never going to be on board to co-create anything like that. No matter how positive you are, there's something better here for you. And that's what you're realizing at this time. You have enchanting gifts. You have an enchanting gift with how you channel, with how you use your deliberate manifestation, with how you live your day-to-day life, with a career that you do. Okay? There's something here that you do that only you can do. Nobody else can do this. King of Wands. There is something about you taking lead on something. Now it is time, and you're going to be rewarded for your efforts here. This feels like something that, you've been doing it for a long, long time. And now there's a way that you're going to do it in a different way. There's a way that you're going to do it that you can include other people in on it. People are going to be known. You have the Ace of Wands. You're going to be doing something. You're taking an opportunity to create something here. Something you've been praying about. Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So it's something that you've been wanting to do for a long, long time. Something that you've been working towards for a long, long time. And now it's like you finally reached a point of being able to finish it, of being able to act and being able to share it. And now being able to get the rewards. Ace of Pentacles. Now it's time for you to get your reward. There's a lot of aces here. This is new energy. This is a new thing that you're going to be doing here. That you're doing. I feel like this is something that you're doing on your own. There may be other people that you're working with on, but it's like this is your thing. You're the main person behind this. You're the one that thought of this whole thing. You are, you're the old guy at Jurassic Park. You're the Monopoly guy. You're the main person. That does not say that, the Jurassic Park old man didn't have all these other people. They're helping him run that facility. That Jell-O that they had out there, somebody made that. There's a chef. The fence, all this technology, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people involved, and there's a lot of main people. There's a main guy, He had that main guy that went with Laura Dern into the thing to turn on the power. Who was he? He was somebody. And he had like a tech person, that guy who was, he got stuff in his eyes and the whole. So it's just like there's other people involved in things, and this is their main thing, of their life, but you're the one that made it. Like, you're the best at something. You're the creator of something. The person that founded it all. So there's something like that here that you're finishing, that it's now time. Okay, look, you have the Emperor here. So this is now when this is coming from not just a dream state or just a state where I'm working on this. It's not ready yet. I'm getting ready to launch it. You're learning different things about it. You've been doing that. And now you're at a point where you're ready to share this. Okay. And this is how you're getting this milk and honey. This is how you're getting this Emperor status here. Okay. You have the King of Cups, you have the Magician, you have the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're coming to a place of manifestation here. And it feels like around a time when, somebody didn't come forward with their feelings for you. Someone didn't come forward with their feelings from you. You thought a King of Cups person was coming towards you. You were manifesting this, and there was some sort of a sadness there. There was some sort of a disappointment here in a past relationship. Could be past jobs that you have had, disappointment after disappointment after disappointment here. And you're thinking this is not coming in, but there is something coming in for you here. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So there is going to be a person that is going to come in for you here that, you don't see this. I don't know if it's the same person. For some of you, it can be, or if it's somebody completely new. But I can look, but it's like 10 of Pentacles here. So it's like you're turning this one pentacle, and you're becoming this Emperor here and turning it into 10 Pentacles here. So there is something very important attached to your destiny that you're doing here at this time. And then there's celebration, and then you have the Page of Wands, and then you have, you have the Two of Swords and the Empress. So it's like this person is being blocked from you. There's somebody who's being blocked from you because there's something that you need to finish on your own here And you can have different people that are going to help you in the different ways, but you need to do this. This is something that you need to do, that you need to do for you. And this person is going to be blocked from you because it's like you cannot celebrate authentically until this is set up here, or this has reached some level of a point that you're trying to, of a readiness level that you're attempting to get to. So it's like whatever that is for you, and intuitively you will know, what that is. But it's not a long far away that this person is going to come in. No. It's just once you have this out there in whatever capacity it can be out there, then you can authentically celebrate. But because there's a vulnerability with putting this out there. Okay? This is a vulnerability. This is a speaking your truth. And your destiny is tied to some form of you speaking your truth, to you willing to be vulnerable, to you don't have to handle everything yourself. So there's something like, yeah, that matters. That matters a lot. And then you have this Knight of Cups and Judgment. So then it's like, okay, well, then this person can come along and show you this love here, But it's like you have to take the first steps here. You have to you have the Two of Cups and the Chariot. So, okay, yeah, this is coming together. This is something coming together, and this is something that you've been praying and hoping for a long, long time with this Four of Swords card here. So it's like, you haven't had a relationship that you can rely on. And so this, there's a point where, it says unfinished symphony. And so it's like, you need to finish your symphony that you're creating here, She's making something on this card, There is a bird up here. Looks like a hawk. It's a hawk. There is a bird up here. It is a hawk. And then there is another one over here on the piano. So there's the two birds, right? And it's kind of like, she's here in the symphony. And the bird is over here way further down along the little path, piano path. So it's like, you have to get to that point, and then this person is going to come swooping in. That's how that's going to work here. And then it's like they're shown as the penguins, and penguins don't fly. They're devoted. I mean, being a penguin sucks, man. They are, I'm sure they're happy, good for them. But they can barely walk, waddle, and they have to go and waddle all their way, right? To go and swim in this freezing water. It's not for them. But, it's a lot of work. And then they got to bring this food all the way back to their mate and throw some of it up so they can eat. And then they go out and get food. And it's like, gee, and you see all the other birds there that they got to look in between. And they listen for that one song, with that other person. They have their own special call that they do, and that's just how they know. They know that it's them, and they will only go back to their one mate. And if that mate gets eaten by a seal, never comes back, they're just gonna be alone until they freeze to death. You know what I mean? It's like done. So this is like a love where when this comes in, this is devotion. This is not going anywhere. This is an intense, committed thing in a good way, in a good way. And I feel like you haven't had that before. And because of that, when you have that, and when someone is giving to you in such a unique, great way, if you weren't as far along in this project, you wouldn't complete it. It would be one of those things that, how Rose on Titanic, when she's an old lady and all of a sudden she decides to tell her granddaughter, oh yeah, I had this romantic love story on the Titanic. And she's like, why did you not tell me this? Why did you not write like a love story about this? You could have sold millions of copies of books. But anyways, it's like this person, it's like you had to get a certain distance. And then you have this milk and honey. And then you have, because this person is giving to you, you're going to be able to create with that. You're going to be able to create. You're going to be able to build this into something. So this person is like nurturing you in a way that makes you able to do this with this project here, whatever this is. But it needs to be created to a certain point first. And that's where you're at right now. For most of you, I feel like that's what's coming in for you right now. So it's like your person is not going anywhere. You don't need to do anything for this to happen. You need to follow your intuition, follow your guides, follow your alignment, right? Follow your joy and get to work on this project, like finish this, to get to this point of this, and enjoying the process of this creation, because this milk and honey is right next to the yang energy. So it's like, you need to enjoy this work that you're putting into this. And this person is just going to come up. There's nothing that you're going to have to do for that. That's not, let's see about this person here. Okay, you got the king right away. And the lover. Wow. This person is, they're devoted. This is a devoted person here, and they see you. Just the way this card looks like the sun. And this is the second, like look at the hands and the shining, like this is a little orb light of sun, right? And this is the sun and the hand here. So, you have a person that it's like half of the hands and then another one. That's very interesting here. Wow. So this person is going to act. They're not afraid to, the king can have whoever they want. And they're going to have whoever they want, they're going to let that be known. And they're going to do whatever it takes. There's something here. The lover, like, look at this. It's a very passionate person, a successful and established person. They are established. They may be a bit set in their ways, and that's something that you guys are going to battle back and forth with, but I don't see it going in a wrong way. That's like a way for growth. That's a way for change. That's a way for, and it's like, yeah, you're represented by the King of Wands and you have a king coming in here, but do kings hang out with pages? No, you're not going to, you're also showing up as the emperor, and then I have them as the empress, but it's like, the emperor and the empress, they're together. They're not hanging out with, the pages or the knights. They're not. So this is somebody who's going to raise up to your level. And it's just going to add to the way that you shine here. Okay, let's see. This is like a rarity about this person and you being together. And I feel like other people are going to say that. Agape. Agape means love. Agape means, look at all these candles aligning. Those are each one of these little toot, 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 toot. It's a different form of light. Different forms of candles all shining. Like all this light aligning. Like all of the divine aligning for the two of you to be together. Love and agape. Agape means love. It's Greek for love. Like, how amazing is that? There is a lot of love here for you from this person. This person is like a romantic person. This person is somebody who, you have the storm here and you have the mountain. So they've been through their fair share of difficult times, right? And they, They have gone within. This mountain represents going within your own soul, your inner being, and connecting with your inner being. It's like kind of like the hermit card. The hermit would go off into nature by themselves and connect with nature, connect inside of them. This is how they're connecting with this outside world. So when this person had a storm of a life happen, they decided to seclude themselves, to isolate themselves, and to go within, right? To learn, to gain clarity, to heal themselves, to deal with what happened to them. A lot of you, this person could have a very difficult past with their mother. They, could have had some abuse stories. It's looking like some of them were like they grew up and there was like drugs in the home. It was just not. This doesn't have to like obviously for everybody, but there's just like showing me a little bit on this storm card. It's like I'm seeing these pictures form into things like that, and they're trying to be quiet at night. And all of this is going on. They can't sleep. They didn't do good in school because of this. And they didn't have a lot of friends because of this, because they didn't want other people to know. Somebody's mom had a mental illness and they didn't want anyone to know. So they were hiding that from everyone, So there's like stuff like that going on. So there's like times when they didn't have food to eat and they didn't have anyone looking after them. And this was a difficult battle for them. They didn't know what they were walking into whenever they went home. This is somebody who decided to heal themselves. And now they're at a good place here. The ocean represents healing. And now they are great. They got to a place where they're able to be thankful for their life here with this temple card. The ocean is finding your way to work with the flow of life. In the ocean, it's like sink or swim, You got to find your place in that ocean. You got to flow with the current here. You got to flow with the crashing waves because talk about the great unknown. We know more about space than we do about our own oceans. A shark could come out of nowhere and bite your head off, I love sharks. They get a really bad rap. They actually can be very beautiful sentient creatures. But it's like, that's the thing that I'm getting this energy of this person is they kind of have shark energy in a good way. In a way of like, there's all these videos of like sharks that befriend divers and they, the divers are like petting them and they pull hooks right out of their mouth and it's like unexpected. So maybe this person has more of a tough exterior or an exterior that's not your typical type. And then you're getting to know them and you're seeing that there's a lot of inner wisdom. There's a lot of spirituality with this person. There's a lot of depth here, Wow. You got Keros. That talks about the animal within you, the animal within your soul, and balancing that. I feel like this person is just drawn to you. This person is just drawn to you and they appreciate the magic that is you here at this time where other people haven't. You keep getting the siren. So this is somebody who, look, again, the siren wants to come out and the vessel and the thread. Okay, I feel like this person feels drawn to you. They feel drawn to you. There's something very magical and enchanting about you that just makes you who you are. Like a siren is like once somebody sees a siren, that's it. They're done. They're sold. They're not going anywhere else. They don't really, they follow that thread the whole way and they have the vessel here. So I feel like this person feels like you are a person that was brought here just for them. You are the way that it's like there's something with you that you're going to help them heal. Could be something with their mother with this vessel card, but also this person could want children or they have a child and there's just something that you help with that There's things that you make possible that other people see as a blockade. It's not possible, we can't do it. But you always find a way, and you have become this person's home. You will become this person's home when you go here, when you go there, wherever you go. It's like you're their home. Everything is kind of like within you. You have everything here, and you remind this person that they also have everything. So it's like a very beautiful exchange that you have. They got the Ace of Shells at the bottom here. That's the Ace of Cups. So this person really appreciates this love within you, and it's something that's going to keep refilling. There's always going to be more to discover. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, this siren card here. Once you go and you meet a siren and she has her whole, siren mermaid community, and you go there, you're not coming back. It's like Pandora. We all knew, everybody knew, once that guy went into his avatar and he went out there and he saw her, when their eyes met, he is not leaving this planet. He is not going back in that other body. No way. I mean, we knew it, right? There's just no way. There's just no way. So that's like the energy that we have going on here. You represent a whole new world to this person. You could be of a different, there's something, they're not your usual type. There's something very intriguing about this person to you, and you're very intriguing to them. So this is nationality. This is your, heritage. This is just, religious beliefs. It could be, there's just, you have different political views, maybe, I don't know. But there's something very intriguing about the way you see the world, and you find them very intriguing about the way that they see the world. And that's going to be something very interesting here. I mean, love. Love is here for you. You deserve to have love. You got the Four of Shells. You have been disappointed in love, and you're like, hey, I'm in alignment here. I'm good. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And, so there's a little bit of that discouragement here. There's a little bit of when people want to come close to you, bam, you want to cut them. You have this Knight of Swords here, like, you got this King of Cups here, and you got this Three of Swords. It could be a water sign that really disappointed you in love and the way that they came at you, because they offered you something and they took it back, and then now it's kind of like they're just going to act like they never offered you anything. It's kind of like, whatever, But you have love here. You have love here. Because you're moving on from that. This is the Six of Swords. You're leaving behind something that, it's like, hey, well, I'm going over here. And if this is real love, you'll get in a boat and you'll go over there too. See you there. If I don't, I'm going to meet somebody else and we're going to, fall passionately in love. You trust the universe at this point. And you know how enchanting you are. So if somebody could take this long and pass you up, they're obviously not that bright, right? They're obviously not the one, right? And it's just like you're not taking anything less. You're thinking more long term, moving forward with this Queen of Shells here and the Eight of Wands. You're like, I know what's going to be right for me. The Six of Wands, you have the Buck. You know what's going to be right for you, and you want the whole thing. You want everything. You're not going to settle. You're not, you were the kind of person that it was just like, whatever was given to you, you made it into something great, and you put everything into it and the whole thing. And Spirit's like, you don't have to do that. You're not here to fix everybody else. You're here to fix yourself. You're here to love your life, and you're here to live out your dreams, right? And that's what Spirit wants you to do. Realize that you are worthy and you are a part of this universe. You are this universe in its entirety. There's an entire universe existing within you, and you can utilize these universal forces, okay? They are here to help you and give you guidance for you to live as an expression of unconditional love in whatever way that means for you to explore any wonder or curiosity that you have, anything that you're wanting to create in this life. And a love is just a beautiful bonus that adds to that. And you're coming to this place here where you're going to allow someone else, because this person here with the wolves, the wolves, sometimes one wolf is leading the way and sometimes the other one is. And sometimes one wolf is sleeping and the other one is the lookout, and then they switch back and forth, and you kind of always wanted to be the one awake. You would never let yourself fall asleep, and in doing that, you were trying to prevent yourself from getting hurt, and you ended up getting hurt anyways. And Spirit is like, no, you deserve to be with someone that exists. And that exists for you. You can have that. So this is going to be it's like a very partnership. It's a very equal thing. It's a very co-creative thing here. And this, I feel like it's something that you want. And you're kind of like, yeah, I want this here. You have this Two of Swords. You have the Strength. You have the Empress. You're like, I want this. This is what I want. And Spirit's like, here you go. And you're like, oh, whoa, block it off. Oh, yikes. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of that going on during Virgo season here. Or almost in Libra season. And then your focus is going to be different here. Magician. You're going to be very focused on manifesting. You're going to be very focused on your own alignment and your own power, and you're going to let fears go. The Magician is creating new things. And there was, before the Magician, right, something went wrong. Three of Swords. And there was some unhappiness, and then that would sparked the thought of something new wanting to be created. And then you got to a place of calling that in, asking Spirit for the help in this area to bring this forward. Right? That's Hermit. Going within, doing the healing, calling this forward. And then when it shows up, you're like, no, scared. Thinking about my fears and doubts now. And then I pull myself back into alignment. And then it comes again and you're like, no again. Why is this here? And there's a little bit of that going during Virgo season. But then there gets to a point where you call it in again. And this time it comes. And this time you don't block it. This time you create with it. And this time you have this victory after this long battle, and the buck again. So there is something here about a buck, a deer, a male deer with the antlers, Bambi's dad. That is a sign for you. That is a sign for you. You want a partner who's here, who's equal, who's active, who is also a participant in this. But to do that, you have to leave them space to participate as well. You have to allow them to be here. And so to do that, you have to say, okay, they're going to steer the ship. You're going to sleep. You have to let go of the control of what is going to happen and trust this other person here. That is something that is needing to happen here. And that is what this is all about. You have to trust within yourself to be vulnerable, to move forward with this project and put it out there. You have to trust within yourself that you have attracted this person and you can let them in, right? You can share your soul with this person. You can, it doesn't have to be right away, slowly but surely. You know what I mean? You do this. Because before, slowly but surely, you build a wall. You're like, oh, yeah, great. What were you saying? You're like laying brick. Oh, okay. Yeah. And they're like, wait a minute, I can't even see you. And you're, I can hear you. Just gotta yell louder. You're like building a wall. Instead of, okay, you get to know a person a little bit. You hear this, you hear about that. You're feeling this situation out and you can let them in a little more. You can let them in a little more. It's the opposite way here. It's the opposite way. And there's nothing wrong with that in the past because they weren't the right people in the past. So that's why you had to put up the wall. But that's not the case anymore. And why is that not the case? Because that is not the case because you're in alignment. You have the Three of Pentacles and you have the Star. So this is someone to co-create with. This is someone to bring your dreams into reality with. You're going to help each other do that. And it's going to be a very beneficial connection for both of you to have. You have the Shaman, which is the Hierophant card. So this could very well be a person that you marry. This could very well be a person that you move in with, that you do something that is some sort of an established commitment. This could be something that, brings you this lifelong security with this person where you realize, oh yeah, we're going to plan our lives together. In whatever capacity that means. If that means marriage, that means marriage. If that means moving in, that means moving in. If it doesn't, then, you know what it means for you. So, let's pick a charm. Always, 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 you have the angel wings. Spirit is with you at this time. You're going to get signs and synchronicities from Spirit. Pay attention to these signs. These are your angels. This is the divine guiding you and leading you at this time towards all that you are desire, because you are the same frequency of this beautiful agape love that you deserve. So Spirit wants you to know that at this time. Okay, there is a stalking. We have a stalking. So this could be like Christmas, right? Christmas time. I feel like at Christmas time, you're going to look back on this time of year and be like, man, I had, it's the end of the year. We reassess during that time. And you're going to have someone to celebrate this Christmas season with, right? You're going to look back on how the whole thing unfolded. So you have the heart. So a lot of love in this reading. A lot of love. I mean, 3 different decks and they all had love, soulmates, agape, and you have the grapes here. I have another deck that has an agape card and it has grapes all over it. So this is like another sign for agape. Okay. But also this is something where, to grow grapes, this is something where it's a vineyard that people have in their family for years. They pass this down and it's a tradition. So I feel like this person, they're going to want to let you in, bring you in like a family. There's traditions that you guys are going to start or that you're going to be a part of. You're going to be a part of something that's a big thing. That's a lot of people, that you're the main person in this story, So there's something here about some sort of a lineage or traditions, something big that you're going to be a part of with another person that is going to be very, very meaningful to you and that's going to stand the test of time. How beautiful. So, thank you so much, and I hope I see you next time.